Okay, for my TED Talk, I'm going to need you guys to do something for me. But first, you need to close your eyes. Now imagine you're walking down a school hallway. There's people to your left and your right. And around the corner comes your football team. Laughing, joking, having a nice time, wearing their Letterman jackets and their skirts. Didn't expect that? Well, let's talk about it. Let's first start with a little bit of background. On November 6, 1869, Rutgers and Princeton played what was billed as the first college football game. However, it wasn't until the 1880s that a great rugby player from Yale, Walter Camp, pioneered rule changes that slowly transformed rugby into the new game of American football. After 33 years and people all across America opening their minds, American football was integrated. It started with Charles Follis. He had played for the Shelby Steamfitters from 1902 to 1906. With the change in generations, not only was American football integrated, but it was also opened up to women. In the early 1960s, many women thought that sports in the U.S. were sexist and needed a shift in another direction, moving beyond the stereotype that women were passive. This sentiment formed the background for the Women's Football League that started in order to prove that women had the power to do what men did, with hopes that people would enjoy women's football as much as they did men's. In 1965, the name changed to WPFL, Women's Professional Football League. Since there were no college women's football teams in the U.S., most of their athletes came from basketball, rugby, and soccer. With a few bumps in the road, women's professional football was established, holding championships from 1999 up to 2007. Now, with having some background, let's think back to the high school hallway. You probably imagine the school's football players as guys. Why do most people automatically assume that? Maybe it's because unlike other sports such as basketball and soccer, in high school there are little to no female football players. But who's to say there aren't girls that want to play tackle football? In fact, the UGTFL started the very first girls tackle football league for girls in middle school and high school that live in Utah. This is the beginning of something revolutionary, changing people's mindsets yet again with how they view football and the people who play it. I hope that one day we can get to the point where there is a girls tackle football team in all middle schools and high schools across the world. Don't forget, girls hit hard too.